We're going to bring in former Georgia Congressman Doug Collins, former ranking member of the House Judiciary Committee. Thanks for being with us this morning. So nothing is set in stone, obviously, until it happens. But if it does happen, where do we go from there? Because we've not seen something like this before, if it does happen.
Well, it's scary where we go from, because, I mean, this is a case that it seems like as the cat with 9 lives. It just keeps appearing. It keeps getting put off. The Department of Justice didn't want to touch it. Even Alvin Bragg's office didn't do anything with it. And then all of a sudden they keep bringing it back up. Again, unprecedented is really the proper word. It's just never happened before. But also look at the issue here that has come along with this case that is, looks politically motivated. It smells of political motivation. And then look at how they're preparing, quote, to take, and we've seen this as a misdemeanor charge, maybe a small trumped up felony charge, but you got to look at the preparation that they're making for a court appearance if he's indicted. I think, to me, this is more about, unfortunately, going after Donald Trump than it is about the issue at hand.
A Wall Street Journal editorial board laying out the consequences of a potential indictment. Quote, Mr. Bragg may indict a former president for the first time in American history based on the weakest of charges. He would subject the country to a trial that would be a media circus for the ages, and he would do so running the risk that a single juror could block a guilty verdict and validate Mr. Trump's claim that this is a political prosecution. Look, Jim Jordan now has your position. You are former ranking member of the House Judiciary Committee. That is now Jim Jordan's job. He wants Bragg, Alvin Bragg, DA here in New York, to come to D.C. and testify on this. That Wall Street Journal editorial, wouldn't that be your first question to Bragg? Bragg, DA Bragg, are you aware of the consequences that your political prosecution will wring on this country?
I think, yes, it would be. I think it's going to be very hard to get Alvin Bragg to come to Congress to actually do that testimony. But if he was there'll be questions like that coming up. Why did this case sit and then be brought back? What was the impetus to make you decide to take and bring this charge in such a way? And knowing that what we've seen out front, and especially even what was just reported a few minutes ago about some of your witnesses have been, known liars. I mean, this is a case that, again, I think when people start to see it, it's going to be very interesting. Unless they bring something out that they've not really talked about. This is one that I think, Congress and the American people are going to know why now, why here, why Donald Trump. And, as Donald Trump's been saying, this is about, you're getting into a presidential election year. And this is, I think, what people are seeing this for, especially when the case is like it is.
Speak to us on the significance of the fact that this was leaked. I mean, we still haven't seen anything happen.
Yeah, that's again, it just plays into this political motivated narrative of a political prosecution in which you're going after someone you don't like. Remember, Alvin Bragg has made it no secret that he does not like Donald Trump, and he had not prosecuted or went forward on other issues that he had before him. So again, yeah, this leaking, this saying we're going to go meet with the law enforcement officials, we're going to put up barriers out front. I mean, I'm a lawyer as well. I mean, this is pretty unprecedented for what has been described as a misdemeanor case, or at best a stretch low-level felony case, in which the feds, by the way, the very predicate of the issue, the federal Department of Justice and others did not decide to prosecute.
Yeah, the feds decided to not prosecute this twice. So that should tell you something, because it is ultimately a federal charge. Let's focus on your state, home state of Georgia. Listen to what this Democrat state lawmaker thinks about funding school choice for parents.
I see parents being able to direct their child's education, and they are already in the lower 25 percentile, meaning a lot of those parents did not finish high school. I am extremely concerned that we would put money in their hands.
So, Mr. Collins, if I'm hearing this correctly, because she thinks she is smarter than you, the Georgia parent, then your parent say should be quashed. Basically, that's what she's saying.
Yeah, look, right there is the Republican 2024 message right there summed up. They could play that clip over and over. Basically, Democrats believe government and they are better deciding of your family and your children than you are. This is just saying the silent part out loud. And it's more than just, to me, this, goes to a very soft, prejudice against those who you don't have money, so you must not be able to make a decision. That is the worst form of prejudice when you look at it from a perspective of taking care of your children and wanting the best for them. This is a country where you want the best for your children. Why not let them have that opportunity and you go back to making your own decisions?
How should parents be reacting to this when they hear that in your state?
furious. I mean, think about this. If what this lawmaker is basically saying is this: that where your zip code is, that's where you're going to be. And if the school system is not good, the schools are not performing for your child in the way that they need to, then fine. Sorry, I care. It doesn't matter. Your child will be left behind. And because you're poor, we're going to make sure you just have to stay where you're at because you can't handle your money. This just reeks of just the blatant hypocrisy of the Democratic Party saying that they want to be for the people, but yet they want to keep them subservient to a government. That's what the Democratic message is in this.
Doug Collins, thank you, sir, for getting up with us, being on the program. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.